And a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this very beautiful Friday morning as the rains have left the area. There are...
There's still a chance.
Actually, yeah, I'm supposed to...
Maybe
have left the area. There might be a chance of a little bit of rain today. But it's a Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It's our weekly Take the Point show today. Well, Lucas is here. Lucas Vaughan's here.
I made it back.
Huh?
I made it back.
I appreciate that. Well,
I've been busy.
It takes a long time to climb Mount Everest. They've got to, they've got to take you up to that first level, and then you go 4 levels after that, and you have to get used to the new air at each level.
Right.
That's just when he wakes up in the morning.
Yeah, no kidding.
A tall joke. The first time I've ever done a tall joke on you today. First time ever. What's going on in and around your area, folks?
Jokes about tall people?
There are the occasional.
Wow.
The occasional. That's the thing. They're usually more funny about short people.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been made fun of for being tall, honestly, so. I don't know.
That's a first.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Wow. I'm sorry to break it to you. People do occasionally. 45 years in, and here you are getting your first tall.
There's people that don't like tall people? Man. Okay.
No,
besides short people?
That's right, besides people who are shorter than you. What's going on in and around our area today, folks, here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey? A few things going on around the area today as some community events to tell you about over at St. Mary's in Mount Vernon. I don't usually talk about much stuff over there at the Good Sam St. Mary's in Mount Vernon, but this is a nice deal. The Sodexo, my sister works for Sodexo. They're holding a job fair today from 2 to 4 at Good Samaritan and St. Mary's in Mount Vernon. There will be in-person interviews as well in the ground floor cafeteria. It's a gorgeous hospital, and they built that thing 5 or 6 years ago, folks, and dress up for an interview if you're going to go. Do you have people who come in to interview who maybe look like they shouldn't have gone to interview that day?
Everybody does, yes, but what's the job for? What position?
Well, I don't know what it's for.
Okay.
It's a job fair.
Oh, okay.
So there's all kinds of jobs.
So, yes, you should dress up.
Dress up. Well, yeah, you don't have to be in a suit. Maybe, a nice khaki shirt or khaki pants and
just a
polo
shirt. Nice and simple.
This is a businessman. He knows how to make a success.
You want to look like you want to
look like there. You know what you're doing. You want to look like you know what you're doing. What else going on today in Fairfield? The Fairfield FFA Greenhouse Spring Plant Sale gets underway today. Now it's running today and tomorrow there in Fairfield at the FFA Greenhouse. You know where it is. It's on the far west side of the school from 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. both days or until they sell out. This is the Fairfield FFA chapter and horticulture students inviting the community to their spring plant sale. They always have a ton of cool summer stuff, ferns and trees and who knows what else they will have. So, yeah, that is today and tomorrow. What else going on? Now, this is fun. Up in Effingham at the Effingham Event Center, you know where it is? That's out on Fayette, I believe that's the old Knights of Columbus. The Hall Bar and Patio from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. today. You're looking for a way to treat your team? Try the Chambers Employee Appreciation Picnic. This is in case your business maybe you don't have the opportunity to have a appreciation picnic. This might be a nice way to start it, or maybe you just want to start your weekend early with an afternoon of good food and networking. Join them for the Chambers Employee Appreciation Picnic from 11 to 1 at the Effingham Event Center Pavilion. Come and Go features a delicious grilled lunch from Country Roads Catering. As well with that, Kerner Distributor will have samples. That's what brought this one to mind. Kerner Distributors are going to have samples. You're going to go up there, take the team up for some Kerner Distributor samples?
No, the sample day was always nice, though. I've been at sample day before.
Oh, have you been at sample day?
Yeah.
How does sample day work?
It works well. I mean, you taste some very interesting, not all good, but a bunch of different stuff.
There you go, folks. So also fun giveaways like a free pair of work boots up to $200 from Boots and Soles, as well as a hanging flower basket from Martin's Save-A-Lot, and Southtown car washes, and even the Holiday World tickets. Hey, those are worth $70 or $80 a piece themselves. Whether you're joining them in person or grabbing takeout for your office, it's a great way to treat your team and connect with fellow chamber members. Cost is $20. You can find out more through the Effingham Chamber. What else going on Friday? Effingham Public Library presents Salsa Night. Salsa Night at the Public Library. Put your dancing shoes on and visit the Suzette Brumleve Memorial Effingham Public Library from 5 to 6 Friday night for a Baila en la Biblioteca. Baila en la Biblioteca, or Dance in the Library. Salsa Night. It'll be an exciting evening of Latin rhythms as well as vibrant energy and community fun for all ages and skill levels. Evening begins with a salsa dance lesson, followed by during which participants will learn the basics or refresh their moves before hitting the dance floor. After the lesson, enjoy a lively evening of salsa music with a specially curated playlist that will keep you dancing all night long. It says here 5 to 6, but then it says all night long, so I think they messed up on the hours. Light refreshments
5
and
to
snacks.
6 in the morning.
Well, maybe it goes, there you go.
Ooh,
Maybe
that's
it's
a long night.
5 in the evening
To 6 in the
until
morning.
6 in the morning.
There you go.
That's a possibility. Again, that's at the Effingham Public Library. What's going on Saturday, folks? I got all kinds of benefit breakfasts and such. At the Farina American Legion, 6:30 a.m. on Saturday, breakfast fundraiser. It'll be from 6:30 to 10 at Farina. Menu will be pancakes, eggs, sausage, biscuits, and gravy. Coffee, milk, orange juice to drink. Carryouts will be available. Proceeds will benefit the 4th of July fireworks display. What else going on at the American Legion in Clay City and Sailor Springs? Same idea, from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. with sausage, biscuits, gravy, pancakes, and it's by donation. Come and enjoy your local veterans and enjoy a great breakfast. Supporting your local beverage. And you might be in this one, Lucas. All-Star Package at 4 o'clock on Saturday, hosting a rib cook-off.
I wish I was, but I will not be there. I'll be out of town.
Dodie and I were invited to be judges for this event.
And you never
we
do it?
talked to them. We're unable to do it.
Of course you weren't.
They had a bad
You
day.
never do.
Well, no. We'll do it sometime.
Oh, you were at the last one?
No.
Oh, the one before that?
No.
Pattern.
I haven't been able to. We've been invited each year.
I can tell you don't like ribs.
I love ribs. I had ribs for lunch. Today, I had ribs for lunch. The Fairfield Save-A-Lot All-Star Package and Brandon Irwin sponsoring a rib cook-off to help the fund feeding the children of Wayne County.
I was in it last year.
Did you feed the children of Wayne County?
Got second last year. Yep.
Did you?
Donated it back to feed the children.
How about that? It'll be an all-star package in Sisney. The entry fee is $40, and you can sign up at All-Star Package. Ribs will be picked up the day of the event between 9 and p.m., judging at 4. So if they're getting ribs at 10, you're loading them up and getting them thrown in the fire pretty quickly, aren't you?
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time. Traditional people say 6 hours. Modified a little less, but then you gotta have time to put them all together at the end. So that's pretty quick turnaround.
How many groups usually in the contest?
Anywhere from 8 to, this weekend it's supposed to be a pretty nice weekend.
Yeah.
I think I've seen 14, 15 before, so
Well,
it just depends on what people have going on.
That was part of the problem. It's Kentucky Derby weekend, and that affected me. Also this weekend, Judy Ricketts poker run and a benefit. That'll be Alonzo's down there in Sims. Starts at 11 a.m. Now, this one does go 11 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. This one goes all day.
I'm sure it stops completely at 11:59 too.
I'm certain it will. Exactly right. You know it will. It's featuring Handsome Howie on Saturday, May 3rd at Alonzo's. Kickstands up at 11, and all motorized vehicles are welcome to join with stops at Steffi's, you know where that is up in Orchardville. All Stars, that's in Sisney. JW's, west of Fairfield, or east of Fairfield. The Well, boy, they're just basically taking the tour around
Doing a
Wayne
circle.
County, aren't they?
Yep.
That's not a
That's
bad
a pretty good circle, though.
well, you got to have 5 stops if it's a poker run, so you can get a card at each place. Yeah, you can't mess that up. Live live music, pardon me. Hopefully it's not live food. Live music, food, and auction proceeds raised go to help Judy with her battle with stage 4 throat cancer. So that's an outstanding opportunity to help. Star Wars Escape Room at the Bryant Bennett Library. They'll be from 9 a.m. to 2. Get a hold of the folks there. They'll help you out. Locust Street Historical Fair in downtown Centralia. Walking tours, crafters, artisans, food vendors, an antique car show, historical presentations as well. Free admission, but you might want to get a hold of folks about the Locust Street Historical Fair Facebook page. Ann Wilson, live at the Effingham County Fairgrounds. That's in Altamont. Now, this is not Annie Wilson from Hart. That's a different person altogether. This is Ann Wilson. Central Illinois Truck Convoy presents Ann Wilson live. This event is family friendly for all ages. Oh, she's one of Nashville's most inspiring young trailblazers, a revolution in modern music. The Lexington, Kentucky native, known for her transcendent vocal and down-to-earth storytelling, recently released Rebel, fusing the heart of contemporary Christian music with the sound of country. So an opportunity to hear that and watch that. Finally, a Kentucky Derby watch party at Tuscan Hills Winery. They'll start at 2 p.m., finish at 8 p.m. Get your fascinators and bowler hats ready to go, and they will help you take care of that. What else is going on this weekend? Actually, today, ladies and gentlemen, this is School Lunch Hero Day. This was the one I was talking about with for you and your lovely family.
Lunch hero. What is a school lunch hero?
Well, they don't like calling them lunch ladies anymore.
Oh, so that's who that is? Okay.
That's basically the lunch lady.
Right.
First Friday in May is School Lunch Hero Day, dedicated to those men and women who make the cafeteria and the whole school a better place to be and to eat. What was your favorite school lunch, Lucas?
Pizza burgers.
Do you remember the smiling face who served it to you?
Rosie.
Mine was Mrs. Bean.
Rosie Thomason.
Mrs. Bean was the school lunch leader. She passed away a few years ago, but a very nice lady. She would always say if there were extra square pizzas, you go back and get one. Yeah, there might be a reason I'm as big as I am. I got bad.
You always got to make sure you befriend the lunch.
You got to be nice to the lunch
hero.
Yeah, so go back and tell the missus that Friday is her day.
Well, our family is very the lunch hero is friends with my family, and
I suspect so.
We do get treats from time to
you?
time. So,
my
kids really enjoy her.
Yeah, well, I bet that they do. What else is going on today, folks? This is National Space Day. The first Friday in May dedicates this day to the extraordinary achievements, benefits, and opportunities in the exploration and the use of space. A lot of folks think, well, why are we going to space? Well, we learn a lot going to space. That's why we have computers, basically, in this day and age, so that they could build the space program. In the history of this one, Lockheed Martin created National Space Day back in 1997, and then in 2001, due to its popularity, Senator John Glenn expanded to international.
What'd he ever do?
I don't know. There's all this.
Why would he get involved with that?
All this guff about this Glenn fella. Who the heck knows what he has to do? I bet you he was really involved in this, though. National Truffle Day. Serves up deliciously sweet treat and places the chocolate truffle in the spotlight. Nico Petrocelli of Chambray, France, is believed to be the inventor of the chocolate truffle. When do you think? I'll give you 10 years either way. When was the chocolate truffle invented?
1820.
1895.
It's a little early.
Truffles became much more prevalent in 1902 after the Prestat chocolate shop opened in London. Prestat still sells Napoleon III truffles made from the original recipe. Truth about truffles, apparently a huge misunderstanding among truffle lovers. One group believes the truffle is a sweet treat made by bakers, while another group has a slightly different idea on a true truffle. Unfortunately, this group of truffle experts feel a bit neglected when talking about the truffle as a result. Here's the short list of what a real truffle is, according to certain truffle experts. They're actually that's entirely. We're not going to talk about the different truffles.
No.
Mushroom truffles. Who cares?
Nobody's eating that.
Yeah, and we're talking about chocolate truffles. That's much more important. What do you want to see on television, ladies and gentlemen, today? High school baseball. Different time. They've got a doubleheader going in Sisney. We're going to show the first game, Flora at Sisney at 3:30. It's a big community event. They're going to have all kinds of pork chops and pork burgers and all kinds of stuff up there at the baseball diamond at Sisney. Starts at 3:30, not 4:30, 3:30. I'll be there. Be doing the game. Have a good time. Major League Baseball, 7:15. The Mets will be in St. Louis. Clay Holmes versus Sonny Gray. Houston Astros at the Chicago White Sox at 6:40. And also it'll be the Houston, NBA basketball, if necessary. Rockets at the Warriors and Lakers at the Timberwolves, one after the other. I think the Lakers and Timberwolves will be first. And then the NHL playoffs, the only one that is for certain tonight is the Winnipeg Jets at the St. Louis Blues. Don't have a time on that. Don't have a channel on that. I would look, though.
Blues are looking to clinch tonight.
That'd be great. Blues are looking at what he said.
Yeah,
exactly.
3-2.
Exactly what he said. But keep an eye out for that. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Lucas. I'm Bruce. Take the points going on right now. We're going to talk Kentucky Derby. A lot of Kentucky Derby, maybe some more Kentucky Derby. Talk about the NFL draft a little bit. Bears did pretty good. We'll talk about what you think the Bears did. And might talk a little bit NHL and NBA playoffs. Back right after these. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Cats TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that has set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm Bruce Dickey. That is Lucas Vaughan right there. We appreciate y'all tuning in today. Let's talk. The last time we spoke, we talked all about the NFL draft. Well, before we get to that, I always like to show you what we're doing in baseball. Let's show you the baseball for this week. Now, I realize it's a little bit difficult to read, but Monday the 5th, whenever we get back here on Monday, it will be baseball. North Clay is hosting St. Anthony that day, and that's our only game. So that'll be a big one on the 5th. The 6th is North Clay at T-Town. That'll be a big game as well. One game on the 7th as well, Salem, South Central at Salem. Salem at South Central, and then Columbia at Salem on the 8th, and Edwards County at Flora on the 8th as well. I'll be at that game as well as the Edwards County at South Central on
You guys
Friday.
don't broadcast much baseball, do you?
Look at all those games. That's just the last 3 weeks. Just think of what it's been for the last 7.
That's a lot of baseball.
It's a lot of baseball. I mean, it's great. We enjoy doing it, and actually get the occasional day off when it rains. So you don't lose. You don't lose games in basketball season due to rain. You're still
You don't Bull Durham it, do you?
There has been
wherever you can go next, be like, you know, we're just going to swing on by.
What'd you think of the NFL draft? How'd your Bears do?
I thought they did fine. Picked up a tight end that everybody said we were going to be targeting a tight end. Kind of surprised it wasn't the Warren kid out of Penn State, but Loveland. But I think this Loveland's a really, really good tight end too. So that's first rounder. So, and then we picked up a wide receiver second round that was really high.
What was the most surprising thing? I mean, everybody's talking about it.
The storyline for sure.
The storyline of the Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest storyline.
I thought. Well, it's just cruel. By the way, did you see that there was another kid that got prank called?
Yeah, that
the
Carter kid. Yeah,
from was that the Abdul Carter?
Yeah,
for with the number 3. Well,
Giants, right?
Yeah, Giants. Yeah, he got prank called too.
Yeah,
is just like, but that's pretty cruel. When Shedeur didn't go until Saturday.
I mean, honestly, they did it to themselves. I mean. It's not his on field. It's not his talent. It's not his skill level. It's do you want to kind of deal with what he's got going on? He's something.
Here's how we did in our mock drafts. You got 6 out of 10.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good compared to me. I got 3. And look at Jamie humming along there at 7 out of 10. He wins the show bucks as Weeze only got 4. And you realize, of course, he has Mike Green, who didn't go until like pick 50. Is one of his.
Oh,
misses.
That's terrible. I mean,
isn't that terrible?
Who would have a guy picked on it that went so late? That's so weird.
Well, you were close on McMillan. McMillan went like 7 or something like that, and
Tyler Warren was
with 12 or 13. Or
Genty was up there, so I had 10. Should have been 6, and so they were all there. And then
I had I had Genty up there. Membu, I just had 1 wrong, and Barron went like 20th or something like that. Will Campbell, I moved. He should have been 4th. Mason Graham went like 12th or something like that, didn't he? Jackson Dart, I had in the wrong quarterback slot.
Yeah.
I feel bad about that. I had Jackson Dart ended up going to the Giants when they traded back in.
Yeah.
At 23 or 4. So yeah, we didn't do that bad. You know, you want to know the worst thing about this? Looking at this, Jamie did not make these picks.
Okay.
I pulled them off of CBS.
So CBS did pretty good.
CBS did pretty good. I was, you know, so I guess that basically tells you, ladies and gentlemen, you know, you just never can tell. It's, I didn't.
CBS knew.
CBS knew. CBS knew. That happens. We're going to take another quick break. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about the Kentucky Derby. Back after these. Stick around.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Hello, I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
My phone kept ringing. Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It's our Take the Points edition. Lucas is here. We're talking about sports and the sporty things. Lucas, tell me about your affinity for horse racing. Do you watch horse racing? Do you enjoy horse racing? Is it your favorite sport? Is it something you watch like once a year?
About once a year. You mean how long's a horse race in the Kentucky Derby?
Yeah, how long's a horse race? Yeah.
That's how much of horse racing I know.
You don't go to tracks?
I don't. No.
You don't gamble horse racing?
Bruce, I have barely enough time to do this show, let alone go somewhere to gamble on horse racing.
I do understand and appreciate that. The Kentucky Derby is this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of my favorite events of the year. I always spend a lot of time preparing for it.
And a lot of money.
Having parties as well.
But you win it all back every year.
There you go. We've done pretty good.
There you go.
I mean, when you pick the horse when you put $10 on the horse that goes 60 to 1 to win, that makes you feel pretty good.
Not bad.
That's not bad. We'll do that every whip stitch, every once in a while. But the Kentucky Derby is this weekend. There are no horses at 60 to 1 yet. Now,
I've noticed they're all pretty even.
Well, it's going to change. By the time Saturday comes around, all these morning
the lowest.
Yeah, all these morning lines are set in advance by a dude who, he basically thinks that, this is where it's ought to go off. But whenever people start throwing money at different horses, the money moves the numbers quite a bit. And welcome back to the Kentucky Derby for the first time in 3 or 4 years, Bob Baffert.
Yeah.
What do you think about Bob Baffert?
Unsuspended.
He's no longer under suspension.
Yeah.
The lifetime ban has been lifted.
Lifetime 3-year ban.
That's right.
He's got 2 horses in it this year.
Who's he got?
He's got Citizen Bull and the one post, and then Rodriguez.
He got Rodriguez at 12-1 in the 4. Rodriguez, a pretty solid horse. The thing I wonder about, Lucas, now, it's difficult to say how much of an influence trainers can have on a particular day or on a particular race, because they're training their horses up, and they have their own methods as well as other methods and that kind of thing.
Not the last 3 years.
Not the last 3 years yet. They haven't let him in the state.
Yeah.
But they have those kinds of things. You got to be thinking Bob Baffert is wanting to come into Kentucky and just waylay the field, don't you think?
He wants to win, place. He'd take Chovy out of another horse. He made it run it himself. He wants to take everything home.
He wants to take everything home. And the thing is, Baffert's a good enough horseman that he would have a chance to do that.
I think I'll probably bet that just for the fun of it.
Are you really? You think is that what the thinking thought? The thought process.
What is that called? A boxed?
That would be you could do
the 1 and 2.
Well, the 1 and the 4.
Yeah, the 1 and the 4 box.
You're going to do the Baffert box.
There you go. The
That's
Baffert
right.
box.
The Baffert box. You can put $2 on that. It costs you $4.
I like it.
And you win pretty good money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a big buck.
That would be him coming back and saying, you know what, here's the big finger.
I love it. I love the thought of the Baffert box. There's also all kinds of other interesting stories. You've got Sandman is owned by Jason Worth. You remember Jason Worth?
I do. Baseball player.
Played baseball. It's either, I think it's Jason Worth. It's either him or Hunter Pence. They both look the same. Have the beard, don't they? Which one had the longer beard?
Jason Worth had the longer beard. Hunter Pence was just awkward and yeah. Which one you said had that?
Sandman, 17.
17. I didn't read about him in here. Maybe it's too far back. Sandman.
It may not have that in there.
It doesn't say there in the write-up, does it?
Group owns it. You've got that story. You've always got the dude who off of who basically bought the $5,000 horse that has one make good and it's making all kinds of bucks. You usually find that in the Kentucky Derby. The interesting thing about the Kentucky Derby, though, looking at this, you can make a lot of money if you avoid journalism, and goodness knows people are avoiding journalism today, and you can make some pretty good money with one of those other big numbers winning. And
like you said, between now and Saturday, these numbers are going to change dramatically.
Well, like for instance, here's journalism. That's a good-looking horse. That's him winning the Santa Anita Derby, and he is winning over, I believe, another horse that's in the race, right? Bay, where's he at? I can't find him.
Burnham Square?
No, I can't find him. Maybe he's not, but there's journalism. He's a really good looking horse. You can move down. The second favorite is Sovereignty. Folks like Sovereignty because he's got a gray front, even though that is kind of mud there. No, the Sandman's the one we were talking about that's gray. Gray horses, they always take a lot of bets, by the way.
Because they stand out.
They stand out. People like to bet the gray horse, and I don't really know why, but I guess it's who knows. Then you've got mine, the Flying Mohawk. I love the name. The bad deal is he's there racing on, he's running on turf rather than dirt. So, but I like Flying Mohawk. I think Flying Mohawk has a good shot to win. I've got. You ready to talk about where the money is? Here's where our money. I said Flying Mohawk or Flying Monarch. It's here, but it's Flying Mohawk. Right?
It is.
Flying Mohawk's the name of it, right? Yeah, I wrote Flying Monarch down for some reason. My brain's cramped. But yeah, Flying Monarch or Flying Mohawk. I have them win and place. This is $20 a piece for us in show bets. Win place at $3 a piece is a $6 bet. East Avenue also at win place is a $3 bet. East Avenue is 20-1. Flying Mohawk is 30-1.
11 and the 12.
11 and the 12. I've got a trifecta, a dollar trifecta with those and journalism. I think journalism maybe is probably the class of the field, but you don't bet. That's the thing. You don't bet the class of the field in the Kentucky Derby because it's such a gang. People get pushed and shoved. Horses get pushed and shoved, and there's so many horses. It just
20 horses at the same time is a lot.
And you kind of have to have a perfect ride. It's half luck for having a perfect ride. So that's why a lot of folks avoid betting the short numbers, the 3-1, the 6-1, the 5-1. A lot of folks will avoid that. There are a couple of horses here probably shouldn't be in. The Owen Almighty and Chunk of Gold probably maybe a little outclassed.
I don't know.
You gonna take on? You got one of those?
Chunk of Gold is something else. Right now, gold's higher than it's ever been in the entire
gold higher?
history. Yeah, it's
Wow.
the highest price ever by a lot. And so,
Did you
kinda
pick that one?
No, I didn't. But
So you've got. I'm trying to figure out what you did, Lucas. You only have $15 in bets there.
in sovereignty $3 win play show.
Oh, win play show. I didn't know what WPL meant.
I don't know where the L came from either. Maybe I autocorrected that L.
You
Yeah,
mean
I suppose win
WPS.
place less. Yeah.
Okay, so you got Sovereign $3 across the board.
Yeah.
Journalism $2 across the board.
Yeah.
You can win both those bets. And Luxor, well, you can win all three of those bets.
Luxor Cafe be the first Japanese horse to win it all.
Tell us about how the Japanese horses.
I don't
do
know.
with Kentucky Derby.
I know they haven't ever won one.
They haven't ever won one. They've been close.
You know, the first time they'd never won. You know, any horse had never won. So
Well, that's right.
Last year,
150 years
last
ago
year
was the
got
first
third,
time the
right?
horse won it.
Yeah, last year I got third.
That's right. And then about 15 years ago, you had Fusiachi Pegasus did real well. So yeah, that's cool. So you're taking those three. There's Jamie. He's taking Publisher at $5 across the board. That's $15 to win, or across
And
the
it's
board.
at 20-1 roughly right now.
And what's Grande at? He's also got Grande at
20-1. And it's a Pletcher horse with Velasquez riding. Ooh.
John Velasquez.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, here we go. He's won Triple Crown for crying out loud. Is there a Mike Smith horse in the? You see M. Smith?
Yeah, he's on Baffert. He's on Rodriguez with Baffert.
Oh gosh!
So-
talk about two cheaters getting together. I tell you what,
Man, that box is looking good. That Baffert box is coming together.
that Baffert. You know what? You know Mike's nickname, Big Money Mike.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
Big Money Mike.
Hey, everything keeps coming up aces.
Everything is coming together for Lucas. I love how a plan comes together. And then you see what Weeze is doing. He's got journalism along with Sandman, and then their Exacta box as well as their
Cap Cook.
Captain Cook. I'm confused about his.
I don't know what that one is.
I'm confused about his win place for $5 and the place show for $5 because there's $20, and then he's
He's expanding his
he's got
totals there.
$30. He's betting extra show money, and he's got a horse that nobody knows who that is. What is Captain Cook?
Heck if I know.
I'm trying to find.
I don't know. It's not on here.
Well, whatever it is, he did make the race. Maybe he's thinking of somebody else. So there you go, folks. That's the Kentucky Derby coming up Saturday afternoon, probably about 5 o'clock, and should be a lot of fun. That's Lucas. I'm Bruce. Back in a sec.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Boy, how bad are the Braves?
Not real good. I mean, until they play the Cardinals.
Lost the call. Yeah, well, they beat the Cardinals 2 out of 3. No, Cardinals beat them 2 out of 3.
14-16.
Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Lucas is here. Let's talk NBA basketball first. Have you been watching the NBA playoffs or paying attention to the NBA?
I've been paying attention to the NBA playoffs, yes.
They are. Here's what the NBA playoffs currently look like.
Not been overly competitive so far, honestly.
Yeah, probably not. I was talking last week here on this show that it's this first round of the NBA playoffs, and it's not just this year. It's pretty much every year. The first round is blowout city
like
for the most part. They've got 4 series here that have already completed in 4 or 5 games.
Yep.
And another series. We're shooting this on Wednesday. The T-Wolves can win their series in 5 games.
Golden State's up 3-1.
Golden State's up 3-1.
Denver's up 3-2, and
Knicks are 3-2, right?
Is it Knicks 3-2?
Yeah, I think Knicks are 3-2. Denver's.
Knicks are 3-2.
So.
It hadn't been overly competitive. I mean, some of the games have been
hasn't
close.
been entertaining.
I guess so.
Actually, it's been kind of entertaining, if only for the occasional storylines. Like, I mean, is LeBron done? You know,
I can tell you, I'm done with listening to the storyline about LeBron. I'm so tired of listening to it.
Well, that's the thing. You know, you're going to get that. It's going to get worse. Until he basically names a retirement date, and then it's going to get worse and worse and worse after that.
Yeah, the Lakers were the 3 seed in that, and they're down 3-1 to the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves they've looked better all the way around.
Timberwolves have looked, well, you know what they've looked, Lucas? They've looked younger.
Yeah.
They've looked like they're more fit to play, and they look like they're ready. Since we're down to 12 teams, the championship odds have adjusted accordingly. The Thunder have not moved at all. Celtics have become 175 now. I don't know why the Thunder wouldn't have moved while the Celtics moved up as well. So Celtics.
Shoot, I mean, they're at plus 140. How much more are you going to give them to win that? There's only so far you can move.
They got 3 series to go.
Yeah.
You've got the Cavaliers have already won their series.
Easily.
And the other series, well, I was kind of surprised. The Pacers have already won their series, and they're at 60-1 to win win the NBA. I guess everybody just considers the next series for the Pacers, which you see
Cleveland
is going to be the buzzsaw that
and even if they could get through there, then they got to get through probably Boston. So that I mean, the Pacers road is tough.
Pacers have a tough road, but boy, it's 60-1 after having won a series. That is that might be one to think about. For that matter, Timberwolves have looked good. I'm kind of surprised that they're still at 20-1.
Yeah, I agree with
that. But then you look where the Timberwolves got to go. They got to go.
They got to go down to
Golden State,
probably Golden State, which I think they can get through
Oklahoma City.
But yeah, Oklahoma City being obviously with those numbers of the class of that Western Conference.
Well, then you look at Oklahoma City at 140 to win the thing. The next Western team is Golden State at 16. So yeah, Oklahoma City is prohibitive.
Yeah.
How prohibitive is it? Take a look at the Finals MVPs. It's basically all Oklahoma City and Boston Celtics up near the top. You got two Celtics in the first four guys. You've got and Donovan Mitchell getting some love. I was kind of surprised that he was that low for Cleveland, but that's how good Cleveland is. Anthony Edwards at 20-1. Why would Anthony? I guess they don't think any other Minnesota Timberwolf could get it. I mean, if Edwards at 20-1 while the team's at 20-1.
Yeah, he's going to be the one that scores, and he'd be the focal point of that. Jokic 40-1.
Brunson at 40. Jokic at 40. How's Kristaps Porzingis at 40? I mean, there's a third Celtic for crying out loud. Luka Doncic ahead of LeBron James. Where's LeBron on that? Is he? Am I missing him?
Yeah, I saw him. I don't remember where the heck he went though. 10-1, 100-1.
100-1. Yeah. So yeah, Luke is ahead of LeBron at 60. Halliburton at 80 is. I mean,
wow. Jamal Murray 500-1. Now that's a number I would put money on for sure. Because if Denver can get a roll, Murray scored what 42, 43 the other night.
He's the guy for Denver right now.
So if he gets on a roll, they get through that. That's a big number on somebody to get through.
But that's the thing. Jamal Murray's second on his team at 500-1.
Yeah.
Then you got Jokic up there at 40-1.
Wow.
And now, granted, these are all and this is finals only, folks. I kind of misspoke last week, thinking this was the playoffs. This is finals only in the NBA. So
can you tell me what Peyton Pritchard's at plus 250 and Jamal Murray's at plus 500?
No. No, I can't.
I mean, come on. Come on.
It doesn't make a. How about Draymond Green for crying out at 250 while Jamal Murray's at 500? Now, Draymond's okay, but he isn't going to be MVP.
No. I mean, Lou Dort's 150, whoever Lou Dort is. I know who he is, but come on. He's not going to be an MVP.
How about Al Horford at 250 for crying out loud ahead of Jamal Murray? I do like Chet Holmgren, though, at 100 because the Thunder's going to have a good shot. And if Holmgren plays well, now granted he's young, but he could
score,
jump up.
Yeah.
He could score.
He can score. He can rebound. He can do everything.
So there you go, folks. There's the NBA. If you're watching the NBA, I hope you're having a good time watching it. If you were picking still here, Lucas, what would you pick? You'd have to. I mean, you kind of have to. It's difficult to avoid what Vegas is telling you.
Yeah.
OK City and Boston.
Right. So I'm taking Minnesota and Cleveland.
There you go.
I think Minnesota was good last year. They've developed more this year. I like Minnesota as a team. I really do.
They play real well. Yeah. And losing, I think it's really kind of strange how they traded away Karl Anthony Towns, and it really kind of helped the team. It was addition by subtraction, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's not so much Karl Anthony being gone as I think it freed people up to be in the positions they need to be in.
Yeah, well, it let Anthony Edwards to become a better player.
Right. So
and Anthony Edwards.
If I had to throw money at something, I would probably throw money towards the Minnesota side of things.
At 20-1, so that's that would make you throw $5 at that, pay you a quick $100 back. That'd be not a bad way to.
I would not bet against Denver, though. I mean, that Denver and OKC series, I think, could be one extremely good series. That's a good if they can get past LA, but I think they can.
Clippers, the Clippers there, you just never know who's going to be healthy. It's Kawhi didn't let Kawhi miss a game the other night.
And then James Harden, and James Harden, I think he took like 9 shots the other night, which doesn't make sense for James Harden.
You got to have James Harden taking 15 to 20.
Yeah.
You got to have, if you're going to have James Harden on your team, you got to have James Harden being James Harden as opposed to being a guy who doesn't want to play any defense and doesn't score either.
All right.
So there you go. How about baseball? You been watching the baseball much?
I listened to the Cards game today.
The first game.
Yeah, they had doubleheaders. They won the first game 6-0.
Oh, that's good. That's
three
good.
home runs in the ninth. So
really, what was the score?
It was 1-0 going in the ninth, and they scored 5.
Who hit the home runs?
Victor Scott hit one, and then Newt hit one after that, and Wynn hit one after that. So back.
You got to like the little guys hitting the ball. You got.
Wynn had 2 today.
You got to like playing at Cincinnati. Here's what the American League looks like in currently. Yankees playing pretty decent baseball. Nobody running away though with anything here. In
How about
the
Baltimore
AL?
being 50? The run differential of -50 on the year. That's surprising to me.
The thing is, with the Orioles, they didn't pick up pitching, and it has really. It's killing them. It's killing the Orioles. We'll see that on the National League side here in just a few minutes when we talk about the Cardinals.
I mean, the White Sox have a better run differential on them. They're 7-22.
Well, they're 15 games under 500, while the Orioles just 7 games under 500. The White Sox at 241. That's around where they were last year. So that's nothing too far beyond the pale.
Everything else kind of.
I like the Tigers. I like the Tigers. The Tigers are a fun watch in the Central Division. Now, my Cleveland Guardians friends aren't going to be happy that I talked about that, but the Tigers are a good fun watch. They might.
It just says athletics. It didn't even have a.
Yeah, that's sad. That's just sad.
Just there. And they're 500 even, for God's sake.
At 500. I wonder what their attendance is. Here's the National League. As you take a look at that, the Mets, they may just run away with that doggone thing. They are playing good baseball.
They got a good lineup.
Run differential of 55. That's pretty solid this early in the season. Cardinals, look at that run differential, baby.
Hey, they're winning, kind of.
That does include the first game on Wednesday.
Yeah, today's 14. Now they're 14-17.
Yeah. So no, I think that does.
Oh, did you pick it up after that?
Well, that was probably a pretty early game.
Oh, okay. Well, it just finished up when I got
Well, it
there.
says win 1 though. It's a winning streak of 1, and they lost Monday.
Okay.
So yeah, this would.
So that picked it up.
This would have it. So yeah, Cardinals are above. They're in green on run differential. Is anybody going to catch the Cubs? Are the Reds going to stay with them? I don't know that the Reds can. I don't think the Brewers show very much. Cardinals get their pitching straightened out. Maybe they could.
It's still early. I bet the Cubs do look like the best right now.
You really can't. You're right. You really can't make a ton of decisions this early, except you probably can decide that the Colorado Rockies stink on ice.
They are not good.
The thing is, they haven't really been playing great teams.
They've won 1 game on the road. Holy cow! Out of 15.
A little bit worse than the Cardinals. Cardinals are 3-12 on the road.
Yeah.
But the Rockies 1 out of 15. A run differential of 78 runs. In 30 games, they're averaging 2.5 runs a game less. Somebody in Vegas on the run line is making a lot of money.
Wow.
On the Colorado Rockies.
That's really poor.
The thing is, Colorado Rockies spend money. They're not money averse.
They're win adverse right now.
They spent $184 million on Chris Bryant.
How's that going?
Not well.
Don't believe that was a good pickup.
They let Nolan Arenado get away. Cardinals almost made that mistake too, and he's probably contributed. I bet you Nolan Arenado's playing pretty well this year for the Cardinals. What do you think of the Cardinals lineup?
He's playing for somewhere. He's
playing for a trade.
Exactly. So I like our lineup. I think our lineup is good. The younger players and Arenado and Contreras. I think the pitching's where
the thing is, Newbar's not a young player anymore. That guy's like 28 years old.
Is he that old?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like he's been around that long.
He's been around 3 or 4 years now.
I like Newt.
I like Newt. Newt's fun.
Mason Wynn's really good. I enjoy him.
Cardinals have a fun team to watch. It just seems like they get overmatched whenever they go up against somebody that is actually a good team, like the New York Mets. Speaking of who, coming in this weekend.
I'll be out of town, sorry.
might be a good weekend to miss Cardinal baseball. With the Mets coming into town. Lucas, final pick on the Derby was who you picking?
All of them. Bob Baffert. That's my final pick.
The Baffert box. The Baffert box. You heard it here first. Go get your mortgage and throw it all on. Hey, thanks for watching, folks. We'll see y'all next time on Big Talk. Have a great weekend.